What's going on, everybody? Obviously, different background here today, a little less noisy than the one I filmed in yesterday, but there's a specific reason for that. For this video today, I wanted to cut out all the noise. I love films, I love storytelling and all that good stuff, but the importance of today's video is very much tied to the video that I released yesterday, which is the fact that you can achieve your dreams, you can be happy, you can go whatever you want to. And the message from that video, I hope that I told you guys, was that I want you to live your guys' lives without regret. I usually talk about movies and review movies and talk and analyze them on this channel. But after seeing Bohemian Rhapsody and doing a review of that, there was a gentleman named Ted Stranix who left a comment talking. It seemed to me like he just wasn't motivated, like he was kind of discouraged by the fact that Freddie Mercury was such a larger than life person and that he was just so inspiring. And I wanted to just tell you guys about why, although he is a larger than life person, you can have that same passion and drive to whatever you're going into. And so I just wanted to give you guys and obviously you guys know that I'm very passionate about film. I've done a few short films on this channel. I talk about films continuously. I've got many collaborations that I do with my buddy Zach Pope. And I just want to tell you guys the 6 things that I do every single day that help me keep pushing forward, that make me push extremely hard towards the things that I'm going towards. Because there's a lot of stuff that I want to accomplish in my life, and there are many things that I need to get done during the day. And I am hoping this video comes across as not me telling you guys that you necessarily have to do the same things that I do. This is just, I guess these are the things that I do to help myself feel really happy and push forward with everything that I'm doing. So let's get started. Number one out of anything on this list is the one that I take the most seriously, and that is exercising on a daily basis. Whether that's lifting weights, going for a run, going for a jog, going for a walk, what have you. It's exercising on a consistent basis. Now, why do I say this? Why do I exercise every single day? Well, for me personally, I get up at a very early hour. I'm usually up by 4:30 in the morning, then push along with my day. And the reason why I exercise so early on is because I feel it sets the mood for the entire rest of the day. What I do is I get up, I exercise, and I just feel better. I feel more focused. I feel more energized to get the stuff done during the day that I need to. And for me personally, exercise and everything, it used to be about, looks, aesthetics. What can I look like so people will think a certain way about me? It's not really that way anymore. I'm exercising now because of my mental and physical health, because of the way I feel. Because I find more often than not, when I exercise, I do feel better. And this is actually going to tie in with the second step, but there it is. And I actually find that when I'm on a walk or a run going down the road, I have some of my best revelations and ideas coming from that. But on to number 2. Now, number 2 ties in with number 1, like I already said, and that is having a healthy diet. Now, what this means for me personally, a healthy diet does not mean restrictive. If I have certain goals or stuff that I'm working towards, then yes, I will be a little bit more restrictive. If you guys remember the little short film that me and my buddy Zach Pope did, or that little teaser for that short film that we did, I'll leave a link to both of those down below because they were really, really fun. Heck, just click up there. You'll be able to find it. But for that, I did have to restrict myself quite a bit because I had a specific goal that I was reaching for. But regularly in my day-to-day life, that's not how I like to live. I like eating healthy food because, once again, with exercise, I feel like it helps me think clearly. It helps me push forward. It helps me go on with my day-to-day life. And that doesn't necessarily mean that I am restrictive with all the stuff that I'm doing. No. I mean, I like to go out. I like to have fun. I eat birthday cake and cupcakes and regular food like everybody else does. It's just 80% of the time I choose to physically, mentally, and emotionally take care of my body. All right, number 3. Just a little bonus tip before I move on to number 3, and that is get enough sleep. Obviously, it's very difficult, especially if you've got a busy schedule like myself or like anybody who's going to school or really anybody. It's very difficult to get a solid 8 hours of sleep a night. Just get as much as you can because sleep does help. But number 3 on this is make a to-do list. In this crazy hustle and bustle world that we live in today, the fact of the matter is that I find that if I don't make a to-do list, it's a lot more complicated and a lot more difficult for me to decide what I'm going to do on the day, what I need to get done on the day, whether I need to be working on 2 things at once. It's this, that, and the other. But I find that making a list of everything I need to do from the top of the day to the bottom helps me excel in every area of where I'm planning to go. And it's one of the things that helps keep me focused. And also, when you're making a to-do list, I also find that if you schedule time, if you organize the time that you're doing the things on your to-do list, then I find it helps. Like, say, I have this one homework assignment here that I'm going to work on for an hour. And then I'm going to go record videos for another hour. And then I'm going to give myself a half an hour break to eat food or watch an educational video or something along those lines. So, number 3, make a to-do list. It'll really help. All right, number 4. Now, this is where people are going to have their different opinions about this, but do something that scares you on a daily basis. Guys, nothing in this world was achieved by doing things that makes us feel comfortable. By staying in comfortability, I mentioned this partially yesterday when I said you need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And this is part of it. If you choose something that scares you every single day, like sending off that email, which I actually have to send off that kind of email later today, but sending off that email, making that phone call, asking that girl out that you've been really attracted to for a long time. Just do something that scares you every single day, because when it comes to regret, trust me, when it comes down to it, there are several things in my life that I already personally regret because I wasn't willing to take that risk. I wasn't willing to jump off the deep end. But now I live my life with a sense of I don't want regrets, because although rejection can hurt from anything, regret will hurt for the rest of your life because you'll never know what it was like on the other side. People always say grass is greener. Why don't you take the chance to look if the grass is really greener on the other side? Because sometimes it might not be, other times it definitely will be, but all in all, the people who 100%. But all in all, 100% of the people who never succeed are the people who 100% of the time never try and never risk anything. And I'm not talking about giant risks here, guys. I'm not talking about, selling all the property that you have, getting rid of your entire bank account and moving out west. I'm not talking about that. What I am talking about is, like I said, talk to that girl you haven't talked to in a while that you're interested in. Make that phone call. Make that email. Do a secret project that you've wanted to get started on in a long time, but you're afraid of the failure. Just start, and don't think about what will happen when you reach the other side. Just go in there with a positive attitude. Go in there with the most positive, upbeat attitude that you can. And trust me, it will help. If you're rejected from whatever, yes, it'll hurt. But trust me, it'll make you a stronger person overall. All right, that was long-winded. Number 5. And this one most certainly is probably the most difficult one for me. And it's counting your blessings. Counting the blessings of the people and the things around you. Because, guys, situations can always be worse. The fact of the matter is this, is whenever I'm working on something, like extremely, like digging deep and working on it, this certainly happened when Zach and I were doing Entertainment Wars, or I was editing this short film for us. All these projects, they take a very long time, and school especially, with schoolwork and everything going on. This stuff takes an incredibly long time, and it's important to just take a deep breath, stop what you're doing, and just appreciate the things around you. Because your family, your friends, the opportunities that you have in your life, there's always somebody who has it worse. And there's always somebody who doesn't have those same opportunities. And it's important for you to know that I'm not going to tell you that you're special, because I do believe in a sense that Tyler Durden is right, that nobody is a special and unique snowflake. But it's all about the work ethic. But it's your family. It's your friends. It's the opportunities put in front of you. It's the work you put in. Take the time. Reward yourself. Just take a look around like it's the last day that you're on Earth. And appreciate the things that you have. Appreciate everything around you. And trust me, if you're feeling down, if you're having a very blue day, this will help. It really, really does. Go on a walk. Go somewhere and just sit down, take a deep breath, and look around. Look at the beauty that's all around you. All right, now number 6. So number 6 ties into number 5, and that's take the time to say hi to your friends and family on a daily basis. Guys, I know in today's hustle and bustle and really hardworking world, it's kind of become cool to either be disrespectful or just flat out ignore your parents and friends because you don't think they're on the same page as you, or you're just so in your own mindset that you think you have to focus on these other things besides them and they take second place. Trust me, if nothing else, remember that I know not every family situation is like this, but for the most part, your parents have your back. Your friends have your back. You have your back. It's important to tell the people in your life who are supportive how much you love them. It's important to tell those people in your life how much you mean to them, because at the end of the day, guys, you don't really know how much longer you have with them. And I'm saying this from personal experience, that it's important to keep in touch with those people that you love and that you hold dear, because you don't know if tomorrow they're going to be gone or not. I don't mean to bring this down on a negative note. Just tell them how much you love them, because they deserve to hear it. More than anybody else, they deserve to hear it. But guys, that is those are the 6 things that I do every single day to make sure that I'm feeling as happy as I can and I'm driven as much as I can to try to achieve the things that I want to achieve. Now, I'm not saying that if you do these things, you will have the same outcome as me. What I am saying, though, is if you try incorporating at least a couple of them, I don't know. I'd say if they do affect you in a positive way, if you try a couple of them and they work, let me know. Because I'd be interested. Heck, if you try a couple of them and it didn't work, let me know. Because either way, I'm interested. I'm interested in you guys. I'm interested in your story. And you guys are all fantastic. Now, very much like yesterday, I'm not going to end this off with my stereotypical ending because I don't think it's really appropriate for right now. But all I'll say is that you guys are amazing. You all are fantastic. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day.